Good morning and welcome to Cutting Words. I'm Brad Thompson and wow. I had to get up at 4 a.m. to watch the Wizards Presents announcements and I was not disappointed. So, this is lunch right in. Okay, many D&D news incoming. First up, the slate of releases for all of 2023 are starting in winter, which will be winter in America. So the year is Keys from the Golden Vault, which is an anthology, much like Candlekeep Mysteries, but based around heist adventures. Then coming up next in 2023 in the spring in America, we've got D&D Big B Presents Glory of the Giants. So that is World Unearthed Arcana that came out not long ago, all those giant options. There, so it'll be much like a Fizzban's Treasure of Dragons, but all about giants and giant player options there. Then in 2023 summer for America, we got the Phandelver campaign. So this campaign is part 2, a follow-on from the original Lost Mines of Phandelver adventure, the intro adventure for Dungeons and Dragons. They're expanding that and adding a follow-on campaign. Then in 2023 fall in America, we got the Book of Many Things, which is a book of DM and player options, be akin to Xanathar's and Tasha's Books of Everything. This is the Book of Many Things based off the Deck of Many Things, which were hints to in Unearthed Arcana as well. All those cartomancy and card feats and mechanics there. And then finally, rounding off 2023, we have Planescape, and it's called a campaign collection. So it'll be, which sounds like it'll be a much like Spelljammer, the recent Spelljammer book that's come out, or books that look set there. So it sounds like it will be a similar layout where, like, you'll get multiple books in a package covering the setting and running a campaign in that setting for Planescape and the Multiverse Beyond. So that's what to look forward to next year. As for releases for the remainder of 2022, they only mentioned the Dragonlance book, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. Seems to be the only thing coming out remaining in 2022, and they've released that. Announced a pre-order you can now do, where you can pre-order it directly from Wizards of the Coast, and you can get the book as well as the online D&D Beyond digital book as a combined purchase. You had to order from the Wizards site and they will mail you the book, and you'll get access to the digital release on D&D Beyond at 2 weeks earlier before everyone else as well, and they're kind of testing the waters on a combined D&D Beyond physical book purchase release there. But at the moment, this test means it's only going to go through the Wizards website. So unfortunately, your local game store will miss out there. As well as D&D Beyond Legendary subscribers, those who get discounts from D&D Beyond, does not apply for this combined bundle. This bundle does ship to New Zealand, so for those of us in New Zealand, yay, we can take part of this opportunity here, which is nice. But you can still buy the book separately from your brick and mortar store, as well as you can still buy separately on D&D Beyond and get that continued discount if you happen to have a discount membership on D&D Beyond, but not as a combined deal. So they have the regular book option as well as the deluxe option, which includes the board game that goes with it. They're set to release on the 6th of December 2022, but you can get access to it 2 weeks earlier on November 22nd. So many twos. November 22nd, so 2 weeks earlier on D&D Beyond if you pre-order through the Wizards website, this bundle. The Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen book is a D&D adventure, so it is in the Dragonlance setting, but also is an adventure that takes characters from 1st to 11th level. So this will be the one that qualifies for, I guess, the adventure for the end of the year here. They're doing that with this Dragonlance book. There's no other separate adventure coming, it seems, which is a little disappointing. I'm disappointed in that. But it seems the people at Wizards of the Coast have been very, very busy, as they have been working on the next generation of D&D, the next edition, and they did some mini announcements regarding that at Wizards Presents as well. Wizards of the Coast have announced 1D&D, which is the working title for the next edition of Dungeons & Dragons. So this is what's going to be beyond 5th edition. They're maintaining it's backwards compatible, and there's going to be a lot of playtests, much like what they did with the original 5th edition playtest with D&D Next, when they nearly 10 years ago when they started that process. They're starting it now here with 1D&D. The first playtest material drop is today, so they'll be dropping, and I'll be doing a follow-up video covering what they're releasing in that. There's a 1-hour video interview with Jeremy Crawford they've released on the Dungeons & Dragons YouTube channel, covering that. The playtest material will be dropping later today, and I'll have a follow-up video covering that release. If you want to get involved in the playtest, all you need to do is go to DnDbeyond.com, and there'll be a link on the front page there for 1D&D, and you can get involved in their releases. They're aiming to do these releases monthly, roughly monthly. You might not stick to the exact monthly format, but expect a release about once a month of different playtest material. They'll be updating and releasing on here and on DnDbeyond, and they're releasing PDFs on there. Unfortunately, won't be tied to the DnDbeyond system, just be PDF releases, and a feedback survey on there too. From what I learned from watching the 1-hour video of Jeremy Crawford discussing the options, there's a lot of changes. This first drop is all about player race options in the player's handbook, the updates to the core player handbook races. So we're very excited to see the Monsters of the Multiverse treatment to those. Finally, see what they're doing there, as well as understands that we saw a new race, completely new race being added to the player's handbook as well, the Ardling, and they also have got a whole bunch of new feat options, where the feats as well are being set with levels. So some feats are set to, this is first level feats, these are 4th level requirement feats. They're seeing that in stone as going forward. There's a whole bunch of rules changes. They mentioned lots in that 1-hour video, and we'll go into more detail on that once the PDF drops in I think it's 1 hour's time from when we're recording this right now. So very soon we'll get a video covering that up very soon. There's a lot of changes coming. Nothing set in stone per se. They want a lot of player feedback, make sure everyone's happy with what they're changing here. But there's a lot of changes coming to D&D, and this playtest is going to be going on for rest of this year, all of next year, and likely even into early 2024 until they eventually release the final product. So big changes to the game coming. Exciting, and that means, wow, there's gonna be a lot of videos covering all these playtest material. Wow. Okay. All right then. Oh, got my work cut out for me. Oh, also there's a whole digital tabletop they announced too that they're working on. Still an alpha stage. They're using Unreal Engine for it, so it's still a wee while off. As well as I guess officially confirming DnDbeyond as the official kind of online content provider going forward in the edition. So I'm not sure what that means for other online providers like Roll20 and the like. I guess we'll find out in the years to come. But yeah, wow. So yeah, that's the highlights, the major D&D highlights here from Wizards Presents. What do you think? Wow. Okay. Yeah. No adventure. None of the adventures I was expecting came up. Oh well. A little disappointed there, but wow. All new rule changes, very exciting. And we'll just see how they rebalance and change things. Oof, my mind's racing, and it is way too early in the morning. So I'm gonna wrap up this video, and we'll follow up one covering all the playtest material, what all their planned changes are for the next iteration of Dungeons and Dragons. All right, until next time, I'm Brad Thompson, and this has been Cutting Words. See ya.